What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to our channel. Well, today I've got a lot of work I've got to get going on in our garden. It's an absolutely sad state of affairs that we've been so busy. I haven't been able to come out here weekly and do any weeding or anything, and my garden is definitely suffering. Check this out. Yeah, it's definitely overgrown and needing some TLC, to say the least. And it's going to be about 1 billion degrees today. My phone's been giving me warnings all day about the high heat advisory, so I'm just going to have to take it easy. So I know I got to get busy on it. Before I get to work on this jungle today, friends, I wanted to take a second and say thank you to Coolify for sponsoring today's video. Coolify is the manufacturer of these awesome neck air conditioners, and man, I can already tell it's going to be a huge benefit for me today working out here in the southern heat. One really nice feature about this product is that not only is it an air conditioner, but it's also a heater in the winter time. So it's going to help me all seasons while I'm working outside. If you've never heard of a product like this before, I'd love to share some information with you. Check this out.
Coolify is the world's first wearable air conditioner created by Torras. With multiple upper air outlets and precise bottom air outlets, the Coolify Cyber creates a 3D full-body cold air surround. Its patented adjustable design caters to various neck sizes, ensuring a snug and secure fit. The Torras Coolify Cyber has efficient buttons and a Type-C charging port. Using it is simple. Press the power button and it turns on. On this side of the device, you can see how much battery life you have left. The other button is for switching between the modes. The green light indicates fan-only mode, the blue light indicates air conditioning cooling mode, and the red light indicates heating mode. There's 3 separate speeds for each one of those settings, 30% being low, 60% being medium, and 100% being high. You can also manage all of the settings for the Torras Coolify Cyber via your phone and Bluetooth. The Torras app will take you right to the device settings, where you can get personalized temperature management for tailored comfort. You can download the Torras app in the App Store or on Google Play. The Torras Coolify Cyber is portable and convenient and comes with a really heavy-duty carrying case. So if you're looking to beat the heat in the summer or stay warm in the winter, make sure to check out Torras Coolify Cyber. Link down in the description below.
When they approached me, I was honestly mind blown because I always did the old wet rag trick, and wrap it around the neck. And while there's nothing wrong with that, there is a lot of dipping that needs to happen. You got to constantly be replacing the water on that thing. It's a process to stay cool with a rag. This right here, I can just turn it on, stick it on my neck, and I got air blowing up and down my back. I also feel refrigerant, like it's cold all on the inside of this, to the touch, and it's already working way better than the old rag. So I'm already loving it. I think you guys are gonna love it. If you wanna give it a try, make sure to check out the link down in the description below. I also pinned one to the top of the comment section. So far, I'm really not disappointed. I'm loving it. I can't wait to try this thing for all of the seasons, and I think you guys are gonna love it as well. So again, make sure to check out the link down in the description below, also pinned to the top of the comment section. Thank you again, Coolify, for sponsoring today's video. I love your product, and now I gotta get to work. So thank you for giving me the coolness so I can get to work. Honestly, I hate it when my garden gets this bad because I get overwhelmed. I don't even know where to start. So I just start, and then I go from one thing to another, to another, to another. Hey.
Trees aren't green, the ocean is gray, sky is a vague blue, come my way. My room is a mess, I could use a hand. My favorite TV shows are capturing. I know I must get it right, must get back in the fight. This can't be a surprise. I'm sleepwalking through all of my problems. I know I can't make it through. Every night is the same. I keep running fast, left and right, wondering where my head's gone now. I'm sleepwalking through all of my problems. to go. The feeling of thirst, desire to be a rock in my heels. I'm numbers of poison, flows in my veins. Guess I got used to avoiding the pain. I know must get it right, must get back in the fight. This can't be a surprise. I think I let it slide. I'm sleepwalking through all of my problems. I know I can't make it through. Every night it's the same. I keep running fast, left and right, wondering where my head's gone now. I'm sleepwalking through all of my problems. I know all of my problems. I know. Maybe I need a break. Maybe that's why I fade into this bitter taste. I think I'll let it be.
Whew. I am absolutely exhausted, friends. That was a lot of work. Well, I'm down to the last little bits of this. I'm gonna get my wheelbarrow over and start picking up all of the weeds and stuff that I picked out. I ended up going over here to our radish bed and just removing everything. A lot of the radishes that were in there were not good. I don't know what's up with it, but it's like a film of hardness and then also like bugs. So I'm going to definitely have to do some soil mending before I plant in that bed again, but I definitely want to get something planted in the open spots for the fall garden. I know that a lot will be good to be planted out here in July, so that's what I'm looking forward to. I got a whole heap of tomatoes. Some of these are my my beefsteak tomatoes. Some of these other ones are like the Roma tomatoes. But I got quite a bit today, and there is still so much I left on the vine. Lots and lots and lots of tomatoes. Over here to this area, I picked a lot of my jalapenos that turned red because they're not really supposed to be red, and once they're turned red, they're turned. You can still use them for stuff, but the flavoring might not be exactly the same. So I went ahead and picked all of the red ones that were still on the vine. And I want to come through here and pull some of these green ones, but I also want to let them get a little bit bigger because they're still a little ways to grow. I want them to be about the size of my finger, not my thumb. So hopefully they don't turn red before they get too big. If I notice them turning red before they get big, I'll just pick them like at the first sign of them turning. I'm not really sure what else I could do, but wait. Over here, I've got a whole heap of green peppers that are starting to come out really good. They are pretty small though. Like, these are the tiniest little baby green peppers that I ever did see in my life. They're so, so cute. But hopefully they get, you know, like normal store size. We'll see. My green onions here are ready for some chopping. Essentially what I got to do is grab some scissors, come down here and chop it like down there. And then what's going to happen is the plant is going to keep growing more of these green onions. You don't uproot it or anything. You just chop it right there. And then this is the part that you use in salsas, on tacos, and just, you know, in soups and things. So I'm gonna have to come back down here with some scissors and chop some of this, but I want to wait and get some more room in my refrigerator before I go too crazy. But I'm glad I was able to weed everything out, so that way now I have a better understanding of what's ready, what's not ready, what I waited too long and let go, you know, everything else. So I'm just gonna keep waiting for these. Just keep waiting. Looking over here, Gary's strawberries. There's a ton of them, but one thing is that they're really small, like really, really small compared to, you know, like what you would get in the store or anywhere else. And they're not really growing out past like this, and then they start to go bad. I don't know if this is because of the bugs, but I do see like holes on here. You can see that little grasshopper just jumped. But there are holes in the leaves. I know that there's bugs in the soil. You can see them crawling around. I'm going to have to do some more diatomaceous earth. But besides the diatomaceous earth, I'm not sure what I can do. If you have any good suggestions, make sure to drop it down in the comment section below. I'll be checking it out and, you know, trying to use whatever advice I can. But none of these are really ready for me to do anything with. I'm just going to have to keep fighting the bugs and just wait it out, I suppose. Sage is still doing really good. I'm probably going to rip this plant out at some point and start drying it. I'm just beat today, and there's, you know, it's not hurting anything. I could either leave it growing and it will just keep going, or I could pull it out, and I'm probably going to end up pulling it out just to give my bed some more space to plant some other stuff. This is the only lettuce that I ended up leaving, and it's actually starting to bolt, so I'm on the fence with leaving this too. The thing is that down here on this side, there are some of these leaves that are good that I can use. The problem with bolting is just the flavor. It's still edible. It's just going to be, I don't know how to explain it. Not sour, but kind of, I don't know. It doesn't taste as good. More bitter, I guess. Bitter is probably the good way to say. So I'm probably just gonna, I should probably just rip all of these guys out. I'm just starting to get pretty burnt, to be honest with you. This is a lot of work today. I did leave my kale in the corner because kale is one of those evergreen, always producing plants that do really well in the winter time too. They're kind of a year-round thing. And I make a zuppa toscana that I really enjoy, and I use the kale for that. So I'm going to keep that around. But again, the bugs, man, the bugs are really destroying everything. Like, it's all getting eaten up. I definitely need to do something in here for the soil to keep the bugs at bay and away. On this side, I ended up taking out all of the peas because all of the peas were dead and crunchy. And it just wasn't growing anymore. So now I have this whole front area open. Same thing over on this side. I ended up pulling all of the cucumbers because of the same reason. The cucumbers that were there were like yellow and fat, and then the plant had died. So essentially they didn't get to grow to their full potential. And then the sun just like killed my cucumbers. My yellow pepper plant is doing okay. I've got one little yellow pepper on there. And then this is supposed to be broccoli. But again, with the bugs, like the bugs are destroying my poor garden. And I don't really see any like parts where the broccoli head would come out. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I should give up or just keep fighting the good fight with this, to be honest with you. It's just, it's getting overtaken. And these are Brussels sprouts, and essentially these little spots right here, they're supposed to ball up like cabbages or like a lettuce ball, and that's a Brussels sprout. And there's several sprouts on it, but it's not really balling at all. And I think that's partly due to the heat. Again, I might blame some of that on the bugs. I don't know. I've never grown that before, but as you can see, the leaves look like Swiss cheese. So that's pretty disappointing. So these peppers right here were my red peppers, and some of these definitely got taken up and over by some bugs. I'm not sure what kind of bug that is, and I haven't really looked inside there yet. Is the bug still going to be in there and jump out at us? Ooh. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know, but I did pull quite a few of them off, and I'm going to take them inside, wash them, and try to cut them and salvage whatever I can. Whatever I can't is going to go out to the chickens. And And there's still some more growing on this, so I'm still hopeful for this plant. This plant's not too taken over by bugs, but I mean, they are on there. I mean, look at right there, there's a bug. Yep, see? And it's all sorts of bugs. It's not like one particular type. I saw probably like 5 or 6 different types of spiders. There's definitely ants in here. There is grasshoppers in here. There's praying mantises in here. I think there's also aphids, and then like a type of beetle, plus the like the fake ladybug beetle. Yeah, that guy. So I don't know. I need something that's gonna get rid of all of that, and yet not kill the plants and be safe for consumption. I know diatomaceous earth. I use diatomaceous earth. It's just not doing the job, or maybe I'm just not using enough, or I'm not applying it the right way. Generally, when I apply it, I take it and I like sprinkle it on the soil and like around the plants. I was always afraid that it would burn the plants if I put it directly on there, but maybe I should just like start, you know, sprinkling like it's magic fairy dust around here. I don't know. Honestly, I'm just burnt out. I'm tired. I worked really hard today getting all this stuff cleaned up, and you know, the plants are doing okay, but I was really honestly hoping for more. I did get a really good harvest out of it last time, so I'm not too disappointed. I have been eating off of this thing, you know, since they've been ready. So we've probably had at least 2 really good harvests out of this thing. So this would have been our 3rd. But it's still kind of disappointing that, you know, my plants, they were doing so good and now they're starting to get like overtaken. So there's that. Looking on over here though, guys, some good news. Look at my eggplants. My eggplant is doing so good. And I've got a bunch of them. I've got this guy here. I got this one there. I got that one over there. These 2 have not produced yet, but it's got some flowers on it, so very hopeful. This one's also got some flowers there too, very hopeful. But just recently, this one has started again with the bugs. And it looks like, you know, this little black thing, I'm pretty sure, yep, that's one of the bugs. And like this right here, those are like little eggs for the bugs. Over here are all of our carrots, and our carrots are starting to get pretty plump, but we're gonna wait and give them some more time. I've already gone through and thinned them twice, so this is essentially what I'm working with now at this point. The ones that are in here though, they look pretty good. Hopefully it's not deceiving where it looks big on the top and then you go to pull it out and it's like that big. Time will tell. I'm gonna give them a little bit more time. All in all, though, I'm really happy with all of the hard work that I was able to get done inside the garden today. It definitely sucks when I don't spend one day each week out here pulling weeds and stuff, because it gets out of control so fast, and then I end up having to work myself to exhaustion like I did today. So, well, that's all I've got for you guys for today, friends. I'm gonna go grab myself the wheelbarrow and take all of this stuff down to our chickens and spoil our chickens with it. Probably gonna give some to the rabbits too, but I'm about done for the day. So I'm gonna wrap this one up and say thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Thank you for watching today's episode. Drop down in the comments section if you guys have any cool tips and tricks for me. I'm gonna be looking into it. Like I said, my main method has been the diatomaceous earth. Maybe my application isn't right, or maybe you guys have something that would work better for me. Drop down in the comment section. I'm really excited to hear from you guys. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today and watching today's episode. Thanks again, Coolify, for keeping me cool out here. I'm not sure how I would have been able to do it without you. Remember, if you guys want to get one for yourself, to check out the link down in the description below, also pinned to the top of the comment section. I know I absolutely loved it, but we're going to run. So until the next one, friends, love y'all, and I hope you have a good one. Catch you on the next one. Later.